Hello, guys, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. How's it going? Sorry, I'm a few minutes late, guys. Just obviously trying to get set up. So yeah, we're here today to do match watch along for Tranmere and Bolton in the EFL Trophy. So yeah, we're taking your comments through the show as we watch the game, guys. I'll try and keep you up to date as best I can. But yeah, I'll be reacting to your comments in the chat as well, and obviously we can keep an eye on the Bolton Tranmere game, but also react to comments and general football talk that you guys want to mention in the chat as well. So yeah, guys, if you could hit that like button, it'd be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, very much good to have you, and please do consider subscribing if you like what you see. So, guys, I'm just going to quickly run over. I will come to the chat in a minute, guys. So, drop your comments in. I'm just going to quickly run over where we're up to with the AFL Trophy, and obviously Bolton and Tranmere. So, obviously Bolton sitting fifth in the league at the moment. Obviously, tonight's game's nothing to do with the league, but obviously just gives you an idea of Bolton's obviously start to the season. I'm just trying to find Tranmere now. Bear with me a second, guys. So yeah, so pretty good start for Bolton anyway. Like I say, fifth in the table. Obviously, the last three games won, and then I think it was two defeats just before that. So yeah, a pretty good start to the season for Bolton, to be fair. And they've also won their first game in the trophy EFL Trophy as well. Um, Sorry, guys, just bear with me a second. I'm just trying to get the details for Tranmere because, as you can imagine, I know quite a bit about my own club, but I'm not well up on Tranmere, so I'm just trying to get their details of their last few games, so I can just quickly give you guys an idea of how they've been doing. Right, so here we go, guys. So they won at the weekend against Salford. They lost the previous game against Bradford in the league. They lost away to Leyton Orient, and they also they got a home win against Colchester. Um, they lost in the EFL Cup against Newcastle, and they lost against Newport in the league away. So yeah, bit of a mixed bag for Tranmere to the start of their season. A couple of wins, and a few more defeats. But obviously they're at home tonight, so they're going to obviously be quite motivated to play attacking. I would have said, and not so much sit back. But obviously, maybe the added bonus of Bolton being the game at home, obviously might give them a bit more motivation. Because as a Bolton fan, I've got to be honest, I've seen some of these clubs that have given Bolton quite a game, just simply because obviously to some clubs in League One and League Two and stuff like that, because obviously it wasn't so long ago Bolton was in League Two as well. Some clubs consider Bolton a big draw, so obviously, for I don't know what, to be fair, how Tranmere fans would look at this fixture, but I know, like I say, I'm just pointing out that some clubs do look at Bolton as a big draw. So it's kind of a bit like I always get the impression that in the lower leagues, Bolton can get games a bit like some of the bigger clubs in the Premier League, where you get, for example, obviously we've seen Man United get a humbling off Brentford right at the start of the season. So yeah, it can it can have that kind of reflection, if you know what I mean, depending on who we play. Um, so yeah, hopefully it'll be a good game because with regards to Bolton, hopefully they were well up for it and they won't underestimate Tranmere because, like I said, Tranmere might see this as a bonus game. I'm not sure. If there's any Tranmere fans in the live, just in the chat, just let me know. Obviously, I'd love to hear from any Tranmere fans from your point of view, how you how you view this game. But like I say, from Bolton's point of view, it's obviously just another opportunity to get a result and keep the positive momentum going that's been going in the league and obviously in this competition so far. So yeah, um, I'll just quickly come to the comments, guys. See who we got in the chat. Aaron Hart, how's it going, mate? Great to have you in the chat. Big game for Scotland tomorrow. What's your thoughts for that tomorrow, mate? Obviously, I know that you are a massive Scotland fan, so it'd be great to hear your thoughts with the international games coming up, Aaron. And if you could just, let me know your thoughts for tomorrow's game. Big game. I'm trying to remember. I know you got Ireland. You play Ireland, but that's on Saturday, isn't it? I'm trying to think who Scotland play on tomorrow. I think is it Ukraine? I think it's Ukraine, isn't it? But yeah, Aaron, drop us a message in the chat, mate. Let us know your thoughts for tomorrow's Scotland game, and obviously any thoughts you have on tonight's game for Bolton. Des Taylor, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the chat, and come on. I'm come on, you something WM. I'm not sure what you mean in there, mate. So, but yeah, welcome to the chat, mate, and hopefully um, you have some input on the game tonight, mate, or to within the chat. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's game or any other footballing topics to do with UK football you guys want to mention. You can drop it in the chat. So, Des Taylor saying excited to see what Beck Owen what Owen Beck brings to the team tonight. Yeah, mate. Yeah, well, obviously, like I said, I don't know. It's one of them games in it tonight where you just don't know how the managers are looking at it, how the players are looking at it. Because obviously, with the intensity of League One, Championship, League Two, stuff like that, these leagues, that there's so much intensity with the amount of games that you just never know what you're going to get in this trophy, in this EFL trophy, whether the clubs are going to take it serious and the players and the manager, obviously. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I'd love to see Bolton really go for it in this competition. To be fair, from a Bolton fan's point of view, obviously, because it's a winnable competition, and as football fans, we want to see our clubs winning trophies. So for me, I always get a little bit frustrated with this competition, and I know it's not the best competition to be involved in, but it is still a trophy. And if you win trophies, if you win any trophy, it can get that winning momentum going, that winning mentality throughout your squad. So for me, I want to see Bolton, from a Bolton fan's point of view, do well. But fair play to Tranmere. Obviously they're going to want to try and progress as well. So, obviously, from a Bolton point of view, I want to see us get a win. But with respect to Tranmere, I also acknowledge that they might obviously have other ideas. And fair play. We want fair competition. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to get the sound on. So yeah, but yeah, Des Taylor saying, "Come on, you white men." Ah, right, white. It's the M that you put on the. If you'd have put just "Come on, you," if you just put COU COYW, I'd have got it, mate. But it's the M that you put on the end. So yeah, that kind of threw me off. But yeah, fair enough, mate. My bad, my bad. But yeah, hopefully a positive win for Bolton would be good tonight. So I'm just. Oh, I'm just having a bit of a trouble with the link, guys. So I'm just trying to refresh it. So yeah, so guys, please, like I say, drop your comments in the chat. Obviously, we're to keep an eye on the Tranmere via Bolton game. But obviously, we can. Obviously, football fan Den is here for you guys to talk about general football as well. So you can obviously comment in the chat with other comments about other UK football topics if you want to. I'll have to apologise. I'm having a bit of trouble at the minute with the link on to the game. So just bear with me with that one. But I will keep you updated. At the minute, it has kicked off. It's 3 minutes in, and it's 0-0 up to now, guys. So yeah. Aaron Hart is saying, it's Ukraine. Will be a hard game as we lost it to him in the World Cup qualifier. I reckon we will win tomorrow. I'll be going to Hampden to support Scotland, though I'm very excited. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Mate, to be fair, obviously, with regards to Scotland, it's one of them, innit? When you played Ukraine the last time, obviously, the whole world wanted Ukraine to win, because obviously what's going on in world events. So it's always going to be a bit of a tough game for anybody that plays Ukraine at the minute, just simply because they've got a different kind of motivation right now, obviously, like I say, because of what's going on in the world. So, but hopefully, like you say, maybe that's subsided a little bit, just to maybe make it a little bit fairer, or give Scotland a better chance. Because, like I say, when a team's motivated by national pride due to events that's going on in their country, it's obviously for the other team that's playing against them, they've got to be obviously a lot more motivated to match that desire. We all know that certain things that happen in your country can give you a lot more national pride, and obviously, if you play for a national team in any sport, you're going to be more motivated, aren't you? So yeah, but yeah, mate, I can see you guys getting a positive result tomorrow. Obviously, it just needs to be the right focus from the players. So yeah, I'll hopefully have a good game. Hopefully have a good visit tomorrow, mate. Watching the game, and everything works out, and you guys get a positive result. I'm not sure where exactly. I'll have to check. I was going to brush up on it after this game where the internationals are at, because obviously this is kind of the final. But from my point of view, I think I'm not sure if there is some more games this weekend with an international break. But obviously, there's not as much football being played this week with the international break. So yeah, like I say, I was going to brush up on what's going on with the international football after I've streamed this game for this game. So yeah, still just coming up to 5 minutes at the minute, guys. Obviously, Tranmere having a bit of possession, keeping the ball, but Bolton pressing. So obviously. At the minute, it's kind of, I think, more a case of both the teams just feeling each other out at the minute. But yeah, like I say, still only a few minutes in. Bolton looking overall a little bit more comfortable and confident going forward than what Tranmere do. Maybe Tranmere just trying to feel the way into it, but and on the occasions where Bolton got possession, Tranmere getting plenty of men behind the ball. But obviously, like I say, it's early days. It's going to be a little bit where uh, where Tranmere might feel keep it tight, shall we say, because obviously they're playing at home, so they're going to have an attacking mentality. But yeah, it's early in the game, so they're probably going to be a bit more cautious and hope that maybe Bolton tire themselves out a little bit, because obviously they're not going to underestimate Bolton as an attacking force, especially with the start to the season that we've had. It's been a pretty good start to the season, to be honest. I was a little bit concerned. I want to hear from you guys if you are Bolton fans. I was a little bit concerned myself with regards to the start of the season, just simply because obviously, over the summer, we've made a few signings, which obviously we from fans' point of view, that's awesome. We all want to see new signings, but I was just concerned with the amount of signings that we were making, because it was kind of like, I'm sure you guys are well aware. Sometimes you can change the team a little bit too much, but I think after the season we had last year, I think we did need to make some changes, but I was just concerned that we might be trying to change too many positions too soon. But to be fair, with all respect to the manager, he's got it spot on. He's got us gelling. He's got quite a few of the new players to gelling quite early on. We look pretty decent in the first few games of the season. So I've got to take my hat off to the manager. He's Ian Everett is doing a pretty good job this season. And it's good to see that the people behind the club, obviously in the back room, in the uh, background, show to speak, the owner and what have you, seem to be backing him in transfer window. Obviously, club's not got loads of money to spend in the transfer window, but obviously been got to be, there's been some sensible business and clever business from Bolton with the deals they've done. I don't know about you guys. Obviously, my main concern was loaning too many players, and we have loaned a couple, but I don't think we've gone too overboard. But I don't know when you see players coming in on loan nowadays. In back in the day, obviously when I was younger, a lot of time you'd see players coming in on loan to clubs and there'd be like an agreement to a potential future signing for the player. But a lot of the time now, we're seeing that that clubs like in lower leagues, League One and League Two, they're signing players, and it's more a case of they're signing players from like Premier League clubs that are wanting these players to just to just get game time, um, and not looking to actually move the player on. And like I say, back when I was younger, a lot of players used to come in on loan with the mindset that if they had a good loan spell, that the club would look to sign them on a permanent deal. So the dynamics of loan signings, particularly in the lower leagues, seems to be changing from what it used to be. Like I say, especially when I was younger. But yeah, I'd love to know you guys what your thoughts are. And if I'm obviously rambling on about stuff, it's because I'm trying to chuck stuff out there for you guys to get involved in the chat. And obviously, I'm keeping an eye on the game. And there's not much to report at the minute, guys. It's kind of both teams feeling each other out. Both teams going forward and creating movement up front and trying to get something going. But I wouldn't say there's too much goal off action. The free kick from Tranmere at the minute coming in, and the goalkeeper's made a fantastic save. Not cleared it, and it's not safe yet. Well, so the goalkeeper got hold of that, guys. So obviously that gives you a clue that Tranmere are not sitting back and just letting Bolton have all the possession. They are actually having a go. So obviously plenty to ponder in this game in respect of how it could go. But yeah, I do like it when I see teams obviously come up Bolton because from a Bolton fan's point of view, because I want to see our defence improve. If you're in the lower leagues, one thing you know as a fan of clubs in the lower leagues is that the defences regularly get tested, and you want your players to be match sharp. And the best way for them to be match sharp is if they're getting tested. So yeah, but Bolton back in possession, but obviously the attack's kind of petering out at the minute. It's a lot of mixture of the ball staying on the ground, and then obviously a bit of head tennis. So it's a mixture of both. I'm not seeing any specific patterns of play actually kicking in just yet, guys. It's like I say, it's kind of more both teams feeling the way into the game. But Bolton definitely looking reasonably strong at the minute. But we'll see. I'll keep you informed, guys. Like I said, please bear with me if I'm not giving you the greatest commentary to the game, but I'm still learning how to do this, guys. I'm watching at home, mate. I'm watching at home. Daz Taylor, James Trafford was an essential signing in the summer. Lads got a big future in front of him. Yeah, mate. I think to be fair, obviously the way even Ian Everett's managing the team, I think we're going to potentially see quite a few youngsters come to Bolton and come to develop and improve. Because obviously that's partly because of the league position we're in. But I think the manager does seem to have a good idea of blending more senior players as well as younger players. So obviously, from Bolton point of view, I think we've got the potential to unearth a few youngsters that maybe we're bringing on signing, or hopefully one or two that come through academy as well. Like I say, we're kind of touching on the loan signing before, the loan signings, guys. Does it concern you when the club doing business on loans? If we do too much business on loans, and maybe that's just me. I've never been a big fan of loan players, to be fair. So forgive me if I'm making too much of an issue of it. I just like to see players coming to the club that are potentially going to help the club, sign for the club, and potentially move on and help the club in respect of a good transfer fee. So when you get loan players that are not not that you're just helping to develop for Premier League clubs. I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, mate. With regards to James Trafford, I think he's showing quite well. I've missed quite a few Bolton games, to be fair, at the start of the season with getting the studio ready, because as you guys can see, the setup that I'm in, if you're new to the channel, this is not the original setup I started off. We've only just been using this new setup in the last few days. So at the start of the season, I was trying to get all the new studio setup got done and finished, so I could get back on the channel. So I have missed a few earlier games in the season. So I'll stay reserved on judging any particular Bolton players right now until I've seen more games from my point of view. But yeah, I'll take your word for it, Daz Taylor, because obviously I'm presuming you've seen a lot more games than I have so far this season, mate. So yeah, kind of just a bit of a midfield battle. I'm trying to look for something to report. Oh, an opportunity for Bolton, but saved by the keeper. But yeah, I was just going to say it's kind of just a bit of a midfield battle at the minute from both teams. It's kind of like Bolton are looking stronger overall, but Tranmere are showing no fear. That they are trying to create their own opportunities, get forward, and movement to get forward. But I think Bolton, you can just see it. You can just see that Bolton just look like if they continue to play like this with both teams, I think Bolton should win this because they're winning the battles in midfield. More than Tranmere. Sorry, guys. So yeah, so hopefully it will be a Bolton win with all respect to Tranmere, but you can't never in a one-off cup game. You can never presume to get the win before you've actually got it, can you? So and especially don't want to disrespect the opposition. But yeah, at the minute Bolton definitely looking stronger, although there isn't a lot to report of difference between the two teams at the moment. Both teams had one or two opportunities, but more so Bolton seem to be getting the more opportunities moving forward so far. We're just coming up to around 14, 15 minutes in, still 0-0. So yeah, I'll keep posted, guys. Don't forget, do hit that like button if you could, guys. It helps with visibility on the channel. It's very much appreciated. I hate keep mithering you guys about it, but unfortunately, it is one of the key factors in building a YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, just to let you know, guys, Fanden is a project with regards to fans. It's not a club channel. It's not. I've not got any agenda other than building a channel for fans and talking about the real stuff in football. Now, obviously, over the coming weeks and months, and at least the short-term future, I will be doing a lot of match watch-alongs, just simply to obviously get you guys involved, to obviously give the channel the opportunity to be seen by more fans. But yeah, like I said, the end goal of the channel is always to focus on building a channel where you guys can actually get involved and feel like you're a part of the channel. That is the long-term goal, guys, to build a channel that actually represents fans. So yeah, if you are new, that's just there's a lot more to it. Obviously I've got more details to what Fanden's about. I don't want to rabbit on too much about the details. So if you want to know more about it, you can contact me on social media. I'd love to hear from you. Like I say, we've also got some group chat stuff going on Instagram. If you're interested in that, you want to be more involved in Fanden, you can get in touch on Instagram and Facebook. We've got a fan group going on Facebook as well. So and we are starting to do a few different things where you guys can actually get involved and feel part of what Fanden is hopefully going to grow to be. So like I said, I don't want to rabbit on too much about that, guys. Just wanted to mention it for you guys that are new to the channel, that basically Fanden is and will be a channel that is built to represent you guys, the fans, and talk about what matters in football to fans. So yeah, hopefully that sounds good to you guys. If it does, please do hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, all likes do help with the visibility, and the support you guys give is never ever taken for granted. So, guys, just getting a free kick now from Tranmere at the back. So, like I say, there's not much to report at the minute. It's kind of just it's been the game up to now seems to be played in Tranmere's half, but um, both teams kind of are having that battle, but it's more so in Tranmere's part of the midfield pitch. If that gives you a clearer picture. Um, and simply because when Tranmere are getting the ball, they're obviously moving forward to start building an attack and losing it quite quickly to Bolton. But to be fair, even though Bolton are winning the ball quite early as Tranmere try to build their attack, Bolton obviously have only created one or two opportunities with it. So, like I say, hopefully that gives you a bit of a better understanding. If I'm not describing it right, please bear with me, guys, because like I say, I'm learning. I've got to learn. Nobody's teaching me. I'm learning, teaching myself how to try and be a match commentator when I do these live streams, and obviously involve you guys in the chat. So yeah, like I say, please just show some patience if you don't mind, guys, with regards to how I'm doing with the commentary. I hope I improve with it, but obviously I've got to learn my own style. I don't want to copy anybody else's style because I think that'll just make things harder. So obviously, I got to learn my own style, how to keep you guys informed on what's going on in any particular games that we live stream, but also to involve you guys in the chat as well. That's always a key part of the channel, guys, to involve you guys. That's why we do the live stream so you can get involved. So Bolton just come in now. We're building an attack, but they've lost it down the right hand side. Tranmere's kicked it out for a throw in. So yeah, just. Like I said, that's kind of how it's built. It's been the battle. It's been a midfield battle, but in Tranmere's part of the pitch up to now, guys. So it's not. There's not an awful lot to report because both teams seem to they get possession, make a few passes, and losing the ball quite quickly. It's just that the majority of the losing the ball has been in Tranmere's half so far up to now in the game. So yeah, keep your comments coming, guys, because like I say, always want to involve you guys in what all the live stream shows. That's why I do them. Aaron Hart is saying, even as a Man United fan, I've always had big respect and a soft spot for Bolton's team. Want you guys to go up. Hopefully, you do. Yeah, thanks for that, mate. That's nice of you to say. Obviously, I'm a Bolton fan, and obviously, I've got nothing against Man United. Most of the local teams, I have most respect for until they play Bolton. Obviously, you can understand that when they play. If United play Bolton, I'm wanting Bolton to win. But most of the time, I'm not a hater. I'm not one of these people that hate all rival clubs and stuff like that. I just love football, me. I just love football. The only time I will show any kind of hate to the rival clubs is when Bolton are playing them, and even then, it's not hate. It's just passion and obviously a little bit of friendly rivalry. So yeah, for me, mate, I would love to see Man United's season improved compared to the previous seasons. And we will be doing more shows hopefully on a variety of topics with all throughout football. But we will, I'm sure, at some point during this season, we'll probably do something major on about Man United because there is lots to talk about. Just to let you guys know, guys, there's been a goal from Bolton. I'm obviously because I'm talking to you guys, I've missed what's going on. This is what I mean. Now I've got to learn how to keep the balance between reacting to you guys and keeping a close eye on what's going on. But yeah, Bolton 1-0 up, a goal from midfield. I'm just going to watch the replay now, see what happened. Yeah, so Bolton won the ball in midfield, moved forward in attack, and yeah, good goal from I don't know about 25 yards out from Morris. Yeah, good goal, nice goal. Tranmere didn't close him down enough there. To be fair, if there's criticism from Tranmere, they just couldn't. I'm not complaining. As a Bolton fan, I'm buzzing, obviously. But yeah, he cut the Tranmere defence wide open there without too much effort from Tranmere to close him down, which is quite a surprise. But yeah, so Bolton 1-0 up. Oh, sorry, I'm getting that wrong, Anna. No, they've got it wrong. Have I got that wrong? Have they got it wrong? I think they've got it wrong. Right, let's just. I'll come back to that in a minute, guys. I'm not sure if the commentators have got that wrong or I've got it wrong because it's showing Tranmere's gone ahead on the scoreboard, but it was Bolton. I'm sure Bolton. Yeah, Bolton that scored. Oh no, sorry, I'm with you. Nah, I'm getting it wrong. Right, I'm with it. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah, sorry, Tranmere that scored the goal. I'm not concentrating on what's going on in the game. Yeah, my bad, guys. So Bolton behind. Bolton behind. I need to get the rhythm with this this match watch along stuff. Yeah, sorry, my bad, guys. Bolton behind. So yeah, where was I with the comments? Ah, right, Aaron with the Man United comment. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, mate. Hopefully, you guys will have a more positive season. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on obviously on the manager, Aaron. If you could let me know. Obviously, he's had a few games now. Still early for him, obviously, but I know there's been quite a bit of controversy with regards to what's going on at Man United. The fans are kind of, I wouldn't say divided, but obviously a lot of opinions going on about what's going on with Bolton. Sorry, with Man United and Man United fans. So yeah, I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the game on Man United season so far. But like I said, it's still early, obviously. But yeah, Aaron, let me know your thoughts, mate. Liam Thompson, yo, Gaz, up on now, just finished tea. No worries, mate. Glad you have not had nothing to eat yet, so I'll eat something later when I've finished. But yeah, thanks for dropping in, Lionel. I appreciate it, mate. And yeah, hopefully you had something nice to eat, mate. Um, Let me know your thoughts on the game. It'd be good to hear from you, mate. And obviously, if any of you guys got thoughts on the upcoming international games, big game for Scotland tomorrow against Ukraine. I had to think about that then, and obviously England going to be playing as well. So I'm not sure who Wales and Northern Ireland have got off the top of my head. But if you guys know who Wales and Northern Ireland have got, let me know in the chat if you could. Like I say, I'll be getting up to scratch with what's coming with the internationals once I've finished with this stream tonight. So yeah. Roller. He's saying Bolton will win 2-0 guaranteed. Well, we can't win 2-0 because we're 1-0 down, mate. But yeah, thanks for that. My apologies that I'm a bit late getting to your comment. I'm presuming you put that in the chat before we conceded the goal. But yeah, Tranmere putting us under quite a bit of pressure here at the minute. Bolton need to get their act together a bit here. He's soaking up pressure. And I see why I got confused with the scoreline now. It's I'm so used to seeing Bolton playing white. I thought we were playing in white. We're not. We're playing in blue. So, and my bad, guys. There you go. I'm honest. At least I'm honest with my mistakes. But yeah, that's why I got confused, guys. Because Bolton, obviously being a Bolton fan, I'm used to seeing us playing white. But no, we're not. We're playing in blue. So yeah, but hopefully Rolo we'll get we'll turn it round and get the win, mate. So yeah, Tranmere 1-0 up to now. Farahan, how's it going, mate? I'm presuming you're a Bolton fan with your YouTube logo. Welcome to the chat, mate. Great to have you involved. Obviously, I know we're 1-0 down, but yeah, you could drop your score prediction in, mate. I'm not sure if you're watching the game, but yeah, up to now, it's kind of I'd say Tranmere having the best of it up to now so far. So Bolton kind of need to get back to it together. I can't believe I misjudged the shirts. What a plonker I am. Leon, do you know what? My missus pointed out to me the other day how your name is probably pronounced, and I forgot again, mate. Because I'm gonna fire that one at you soon on social media, and I'm gonna send you a voice message saying it and see if I've got it right. Because I'd really like to pronounce your name correctly, mate. Obviously, I can't do it on the live stream because there's no way you can actually. I can hear you say it to correct me, but I think we need to remedy that one because if you guys are showing the support that Lionel has been showing since finding out about Fanden, then I definitely want to give you guys the respect enough to learn how to pronounce your names correctly. So yeah, if I don't pronounce your names correctly, guys, my apologies. Lionel's selling Bolton need to win it. Yeah, mate, definitely. I obviously want to get the win. But to be fair, Tranmere are showing that they're well up for it right now, and Bolton have got to deal with that and obviously get themselves moving forward better. Because at the minute, I would say that Tranmere are looking the better of the two teams. and obviously they're also 1-0 up. So a lot of work for Bolton to do to get themselves going in the street, get going in this game. To be fair, it's only early in the game. Hopefully the manager's given them the right instructions and reminded them that Tranmere might look at this as and no, I'm not trying to disrespect any other clubs, but some clubs do look at it like that. Maybe Tranmere are looking at this as a bit of a giant killing. Obviously, I know Bolton not been successful in recent years with all the turmoil at the club with the ownership not so long ago. But before that, we was a reasonably successful club. So, like I say, some clubs might look at us as a club to humble and get a positive result against. So yeah, Lionel saying teams like Bolton and Derby need to win games like this. Absolutely, totally agree, mate. Totally agree. But obviously, even though I totally agree, yeah, we also have to respect the opposition that to them this might be a big game for them, and they might be well up for it, and we have to give them the respect. To what we might class as lesser teams. We have to give them the respect they deserve, and and not underestimate them. But you're absolutely right, mate. For Bolton and for Derby, games like this, we need to be winning. But at the same time, we do always have to respect the opposition as well. So thanks for that, mate. Mafia commit is Kermit. Kermit the Frog, right? Fair enough. He's saying Dixon isn't awful, but I think we need a better backup keeper. Yeah, fair enough, mate. First of all, thanks for the comment and welcome to Fanden. Great to see some new faces in the chat. Yeah, mate. Obviously, I don't know. I don't know. He's obviously got. He needs matches, doesn't he? To be fair, that's part of the reason Bolton brought him in. That he showed, that he showed he's got something. That's why the club's brought him in. So yeah, we got to this early in the season. I kind of think you've got to be a little bit patient with goalkeepers and give them a bit of time to get the match sharpness, because obviously they can go long periods in games where nothing happens, and then they can have games where they're continuously under the fire. So to be fair, I think we need to give keepers the consideration that they do need games to get match sharpness. And obviously, there's fair competition in the Bolton ranks at the minute for goalkeeper position, to be fair. So he's going to have to fight for his position, for a place, and that's good. Obviously, we want competition for places, but I think obviously we want to see more competition for places in the actual outfield players. But yeah, to be fair, we look pretty strong. I would have said. Obviously, you're entitled to your opinion, mate. But I would have said we're reasonably strong in the goalkeeper position, and we just, like I said, we just got to give him time to get more games to get to get his confidence up, because you can't expect obviously players, goalkeepers, sorry, to be confident immediately at the start of the season when they first start playing. And like I say, we've got competition for places in the goalkeeper position. But thanks for that, mate. Rolo, Bolton will win 2-1 guaranteed. Well, hopefully, mate. Can I have that guarantee in writing? That'd be awesome. But I know what you mean, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, it'd be good to get a Bolton win, because we've been doing well. I've been, like I said, I've missed quite a few of the start of the early games, which has been frustrating, because obviously, like I said earlier in the stream, as if you're new to the channel, you wouldn't know. But obviously, the Fanden studio has only been recently finished. I've been working on that for the last couple of months. So yeah, I did miss the first few games of the season. So if I'm not up to scratch with where Bolton players are at right now, that is the reason why. But yeah, I think the manager's getting the balance right, though. That is one thing I can comment strongly. I think that the manager is getting the balance right between throughout the team in respect of age and players that have got ambition. He's clearly brought in players that he feels that have got ambition. So to achieve more things. Just let you know, guys, Plymouth are 2-0 up against Swindon. So yeah, that's just come up on my screen. Aaron Hart is saying, at least Man United are looking good for me, mate, because my my main team, Dundee United, have had a rubbish start, bottom of the table on 2 points. Not sure what's happening since last season. Right. Sorry. Yeah, mate. Like I said, I'm just wondering your thoughts on the manager. To be fair, because obviously that's been one of the big talking points, as well as obviously we're all well aware there's been a big talking point about the Glazers as well. For me, they're one of the worst owners in football right now. So I would love to see fans come together to do what they can to pressure them owners to sell the club. Because I don't. It's not just Man United. That them kind of owners are not good for footballs. Full stop. Because their only motivation is profit, and they're clearly showing that by the fact that they keep taking money out of the club every season, and they never put any of their own wealth into the club. Everything that's been put into Manchester United has come from banks, or it's come from revenue that the club earns itself. None of it has come from the Glazers. So yeah. Obviously, I know they've been the main talking points with regards to Man United. So yeah, but I'll just with regards to the team, yeah, though, mate, yeah, you guys are showing a lot more consistency in your results and the performances. So there's plenty for you to guys to digest up to now this season. As fans, but I'm also interested to know, obviously, how fans are feeling about the manager at this stage, and especially, obviously, with all what's going on around Manchester United at the minute, with the unsettling of fans being frustrated with the ownership and stuff like that. Do you think that's adding pressure to the team? Do you think it's adding pressure to the manager? Are you happy with what you've seen so far from the manager? It'd be great to hear from you, mate. Farron is saying, "What you watching Bolton losing? What you watching Bolton losing?" Yeah, I just corrected myself, mate. If you listen to the chat, not if you listen to further in the stream, I just corrected myself. It's my mistake. I'm used to seeing Bolton playing white, so I thought we was playing in white. That's the problem with concentrating on what's going on the channel and trying to concentrate what's going on in the game as well, mate. So I simply made the mistake of what shirts we were playing in. So I thought it was Bolton that had scored, and I made the genuine mistake, mate. So yeah, but I did correct myself and explained that I made the mistake, and I was honest enough to acknowledge that I just simply got mixed up with who was playing in what colours. It was just because I'm not listening to the game, guys. I've got it on silent, so I can hear you guys and concentrate on what what you guys are saying in the chat, because obviously I am I have got it in on. Sorry, I am listening to it, but I've got it low, so I'm not hearing all the details. So yeah, my bad, mate. Like I said, I did correct myself. I just made the simple mistake of what kit we were playing in, what color kit we were playing in. We Max it football. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the chat. How good to see you. Um, I'm not sure if Steve is about. Did you put this link in, Steve? Did you put the link in? But I'm not sure. I'm just checking a minute, guys. But yeah, how's it going, mate? Guys, go and check out We Max It Football, my mate JD. Uh, good, great YouTuber, and somebody that I get on with as a good friend. And obviously, we also try and work together and be supportive to each other's projects where possible. So go and check out his channel. He does some fantastic debates on his show, on the shows on his channel. So yeah, go and check that out, guys. Rolo is saying Bolton 1-0 up. What are you going on about? Right, I'm not going to react to that, mate. I've already corrected myself, guys. I did explain earlier on in the chat. I got mixed up with the teams playing in the kit because I didn't realise Bolton were playing in a blue kit tonight. So it was a simple mistake. I did explain that earlier, mate. Aaron Hart is saying, I really like Eric Ten Hag. He's stuck with what he's thought, kept Maguire out of the team, and we've been brilliant. I really like him. It was a horror start, but we bought brought it back with the Liverpool win. Yeah, absolutely, mate. To be fair, yeah, I've got to give him credit. The way he's dropped Harry Maguire, quietly. He's done it quite quietly, and it's not made too much of a big hoo-ha in the mainstream media, because obviously with him being an England player, the mainstream media always pick up on any managers dropping England players for any kind of length of time. So I think the way he's dropped Harry Maguire out the team has been very smart, because he's not dropping him out of the team completely. He has been still sticking him in once in a while. I do know that. But obviously he's not the main man in the back line right now, which is good. And the managers found a way to do that without causing too much controversy, which is really good. I've got to take my hat off to him for that. So yeah, I have to agree with you. I think it'll do Harry Maguire good for get a break for Man United and for England. I really do. I think it'll. I think it's what he needs. I think he's been through quite a few difficult months with various things, and particularly what went on obviously abroad as well. Don't want to get into that too much, but we all know about it. I'm sure you guys know about it anyway. So yeah, I think the breather from not playing every week might just be what Harry Maguire needs to get his focus back, because when a player's got that level of demand on their shoulders that he did have, it can take longer for them to refocus, to get their focus and find their best form. And I just think in being dropped out of the team in the way Ten Hag has done is good for Man United, but definitely potentially good for England, because just might be the break that he needs. Just that short break, not being a regular in the team, just might help him find his focus and motivation. And we need that with the World Cup coming up, guys. We need that. We need all England defenders to be going into the competition fully focused, fully motivated, and confident. That's the main thing in a World Cup competition. You need players to be confident. So hopefully, the way he's being managed by Ten Hag will help. Obviously, Man United and England definitely could be a massive positive for England. The way Ten Hag is dealing with Harry Maguire right now. So yeah, look, like I said, we'll have to see how it plays out, because obviously he has been still sticking him in, but he's not been making him like the first name on the team sheet anymore, and having that. So it just, like I say, it just might give Harry Maguire that breathing space he needs to find his focus and his good form again, hopefully. And like I said, that will be massive for England come to the World Cup if that is the result. Rolo, easy mistake to make, mate. Well, we'll keep supporting you. Your sound. No worries, mate. Sorry, like I said, I didn't mean to snap if that's the way it came across. It's just obviously I get frustrated with myself, mate, when I make simple mistakes. Tranmere just scored again. Bolton 2-0 down. This is not looking good right now for Bolton. So yeah, but yeah, back to your comment, mate. So yeah, like I said, I've not done enough live stream match watch along, so I've still got to learn. Obviously, I want to involve you guys in the chat as well. That's a massive part of doing the live streams. I don't want to just sit here staring at the screen and doing that. So I've got to try and teach myself how to do bits of commentary, and also split the time between reacting to and reading your comments out from you guys. Because like I say, a massive part of Fandom is involving you guys in the channel. So obviously, even though I do match watch alongs and I want to learn how to do the commentary and stuff, it's important that it's an important part of the channel that I involve you guys, which is exactly why I do these live streams, so that you guys can have your comments and opinions read, and also so that we start to build a community for you guys to enjoy being involved in around a channel that really is going to be a channel that involves and talks about and represents fans. That's all. My ultimate aim, guys, is to build a channel that talks about what really matters to fans in football and involves fans. I don't want to. I've got no time for these people that talk the talk and don't walk the walk. And there's a lot of YouTubers that claim, with all respect to what they do, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that claim to be fan channels, but don't actually show it. And I don't intend to be like that. I intend to make a true fan channel that does involve you guys. So sorry, apologies if I'm rambling on. But yeah, my bad, Rolly. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much for your kind words. Arahat is saying, I got a question, Gaz. What's your opinion on on VAR? Do you think we need it to make decisions? Controversial for a while now. Right. Well, that's a great question, mate. I think I did touch on it the other day in the live stream. For me, I think VAR can be good and is could be a positive for the football, but I think the problem with the VAR is it's this simple factor. The problem with bringing VAR into football now and what we're seeing, and I don't, you guys are entitled to your own opinion. I want to hear your opinions on this. But from my point of view, what I'm seeing with VAR is that it's encouraging the FA, the EFL, and the referees to micromanage the game. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say, it's now because they've got that technology to assist them, they're now micromanaging the game for every little detail. Now, it's not happening in all games, I accept, but I think the more we're seeing it being used, and the longer the time period's gone on now from when it was first introduced into the game, for me, I think it's meaning that the FA, the EFL are encouraging referees to micromanage the game for absolutely every little detail that they can. And that spoils the game because if you're micromanaging the game, then you stop starting the game all the time and you're not letting it flow. And that's my concern. I've already seen evidence of it in a few games where it's resulted in referees using it like that, where they're micromanaging the game. Some referees have got common sense and they let the game flow and they don't let technology or they don't blow the whistle every 5 minutes. They let the game flow. And that's what we want to see. Don't get me wrong. We want referees to blow the whistle when it matters and when there's something to blow the whistle about. But it's obviously important to us as football fans that we see the game flowing. We don't want to see the game stopped every 2-3 minutes. We want to see the game flow. How can your team get a winning mentality going if the referee's blowing his whistle for every little detail? So for me, that's my biggest concern with VAR right now is the way it can be used to micromanage the game. And I think we've already seen evidence of it in a few games. So hopefully that answers your question, Aaron. That's a fantastic question, mate. Really, really do like that question because, like I said, that's kind of things we want to talk about on Fan Den, from a fan's point of view, because it's us as fans that have to, we have to endure these decisions that are made by the EFL and the FA, and it's us as fans that have to see our clubs, potentially benefit or suffer from the decisions that these people are making on the behalf of our clubs. So as fans, I think we have every right to have big debates about important stuff like this, like VAR, referees, pundits, media, stuff like these are all important things that fans should be getting an opinion on and having an opinion on because it's a big part of the game that we love, guys. It's a massive part of the game we love. Thanks for that, Aaron. That's like I said, great question, mate. Farron is saying, okay, all right. I'm presuming you're reacting to my comment earlier. Mike, like I said, mate, my mistake. I seriously, I hold my hands up. I hold my hands up. I just genuinely got mixed up at the start of the game with which club we're playing in which kit. So appreciate that, mate. That's just a simple mistake to make in it because my club, I'm so used to seeing Bolton playing in white that, sometimes you have to remind yourself when it's an away game and they're playing in a completely different kit. But I do actually like the blue kit. So I'm surprised I didn't realise to start with. Just simple mistake. Hopefully Bolton get their act together and we're coming in 45 minutes. So 1 minute added time, guys. And Bolton 2-0 behind. It's Tranmere 2, Bolton 0. Like I said, just 35 seconds into the minute added on. Got to be check that off. To Tranmere, they're well up for this game, and Bolton are not matching it. And from where I'm sitting, obviously I'm not watching every detail because I'm talking with you guys. But from what I have watched of the game, Bolton just not matching Tranmere's desire to get forward enough, and it's meaning that Tranmere are looking the stronger of the two teams right now, and have been for a good percentage of the game, to be fair. Andrew Walsh is saying Bolton are losing 2-0 down. Yeah, mate. Unfortunately, we are 2-0 down, which is really disappointing. It's half time now. Perfect opportunity for the manager to basically get the players refocused and hopefully give him some words of wisdom that makes you know our beloved, well, my beloved Bolton come out with a bit more desire and will to win and get forward and score goals, because it's been a bit of a disappointing first half, to be fair, for Bolton. You expect to soak up some pressure away from home, but I think Tranmere has shown a lot more in the first half than Bolton have in respect of desire to win this game. Van Han is saying you're reading the old comments. Well, yeah, mate. I'm working my way down the list. There's no, but I can obviously, if comments were coming in faster, then I would move down the list faster, mate. But obviously, I've done a few streams, so I know that if I race down the list, the comments stop coming in, and then obviously, like I say, I'm just trying to work my way through the list to react to involve all of you guys. By the way, Bolton are 2-0 down. Yes, mate. Yep. Thanks for that. Rolo. Bolton 3-2 win guarantee. I like your positivity, mate. Very positive. I love that positivity. That's every time we can see the goal, he's changing it. Rolly's changing his score prediction. But yeah, I love the positivity, mate. Fantastic. Thanks for that, Rolly. Aaron Hart is saying, I hope Maguire gets form back as much as people call him names. He was a brilliant centre back for us and England. Yeah, mate. Well, I think we've seen Harry Maguire show that he's a good centre back. But I think in the last 12, 18 months, he's kind of lost his way a little bit. He's not been as good as we've seen that he can be in the past for England, and particularly Leicester. Because at Leicester he was doing awesome. That's what got him the move to United, to be fair. So yeah, I'd love to hear from any Leicester fans who get any Leicester fans, because obviously massive concerning for Leicester fans. Just to touch on that, I know that's a bit off topic, but yeah, I think, like I say, mate, Aaron, I think to be fair, mate, I think that this little spell out of the team will do him the world of good, because because of the fact that he plays for England and he's the captain of Man United as well. The media, you know what the media are like, mate. The mainstream media just pile the pressure on, and it winds me up with the mainstream media piling the pressure on international players, because all it does is make them affect their confidence and their focus, because we all know players must read the mainstream media papers and see what's being said on the TV and stuff like that. So there's no way they'd have to be robots for it to not affect them, wouldn't they? So for me, guys, yeah, I think it's good that Harry Maguire gets a break, to be fair. But yeah, thanks for that, Aaron, mate. And like I say, I think he'll come good again. I think he'll find his focus. I do. You still not told me, Aaron, what your thoughts on the manager. On the manager, I'd love to know your thoughts on the manager. Are you happy with him so far, and do you think he's going to be a success? A success at Bolton? A success at Manchester United, or do you think he's just going to be another manager that struggles to achieve any kind of success? Guys, just to mention, Stevie, moderator's added the link, so if you want to join me on the show, come on and talk. If you are confident enough to come on camera and talk, you're more than welcome. There's the link, click it, and you can come on screen with me and get involved and talk on screen, and we can have more of a fan debate if you guys join. That's the link. Obviously, I know that a lot of you guys might be camera shy, so it's up to you. The offer's there. Like I say, Fanden is here to involve you, so no pressure. If you want to come on, you're more than welcome. Click that link right there. But if not, then you are welcome to just stay comment in the chat if that's what you prefer. Thank you very much for that, Stevie. Much appreciated, mate. You are a star. Mika Lima is saying Bolton Apostle. I'm not sure what you're saying there, mate. I'm not sure what you're saying, but thank you very much for coming and getting involved. I think is that I'm not sure if that's a link or a comment. To be fair, Aaron Hart is saying, I think with you, with your, sorry, with VAR, it's the people who are behind the scenes to make the decisions. We need people who know about the game and don't ask the referee to check the screen every 5 minutes. Yeah, mate, that is a fantastic point. Yeah, we are seeing more and more of that where people behind the scenes are telling the referee to check the screens, and I think that's because they don't want to be. They want to give the referee the chance to make the decision. I agree, but it's disturbing the game. Um, just quickly interrupt, guys. I was so yeah. Sorry, I was going. I thought I was going to come up with some details. So yeah, sorry. Um, Yeah, yeah, Aaron, that's a fantastic point, mate. It's it's supposed to be referees that are actually managing the VAR in the VAR studio, whatever they want to call it. Um, so to me, referees should be able to assist, but uh, I like the principle of using VAR for certain things. But I think, like I said, I think it's been used too much. I think it's been used to micromanage the game. I mean, I don't know if you guys. I'm trying to think what game was it I was watching the other day where there was. I think it was a European game. I can't remember. I think it was a European game with one of the Scottish clubs, and there was it Rangers or Celtic? I can't remember. It might have been Rangers. There was some or Celtic. I can't remember. There was some decisions in a game the other day that I was watching that were shocking, and the amount of times the game got stopped because of VAR was crazy. Just a quick stats for you guys. Halftime tackles won. Tranmere 80%, Bolton 57%. Interceptions, Tranmere 3, Bolton 10. Blocks, Bolton 1, Tranmere nil. Clearances, Bolton 3, Tranmere 2, I think it said. Fouls committed, Tranmere 5, Bolton 4. Fouls 1, Bolton 5, Tranmere 4. Yellow cards, obviously 1 for Tranmere player, and no red cards. So I was just giving you a quick few stats there on the game, guys. So yeah, I agree, mate. I think we need to have the right people in the VAR studios doing the VAR assistance, and that I think that's how it needs to be used to assist the referee. But like I say, for me, my biggest concern with the VAR is the micromanaging of the games. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see games micromanaged. If it's something, if it's a big decision in a game, an important decision, then we should be using VAR. But we should not be using VAR. And this is just my opinion. Like I say, you guys are welcome to have a different opinion and share your opinion. But if it's a different, I forgot what I was going to say then. Sorry, yeah, if it's a big decision in the game, then that's when VAR should be there to assist. But if it's something minor decisions, then I don't think VAR should be used because, like I say, for me, that's when you start micromanaging the game. So yeah, but yeah, Aaron, you make a fantastic point about it having the right people in the VAR studio, mate. I have to totally agree. I think Ten Hag will be a success at Man United. I love his mentality and the way he deals with the team. Like when we got beat by Brentford 4-0, he made the team run as much as the Brentford players. At, he made the team run as much as. I'm in the game. Are you on about in the game or afterwards in the previous next game? I'm not sure what you're meaning by that, mate. I might be getting confused with how I'm reading it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad to see that you like him. I think I think he's potentially the one thing I would love to know your thoughts on is how you think he's managing Ronaldo, because I think if you leave him out too much, Ronaldo, you potentially he could end up with dressing room problems because we all know that big players like Manchester United, like Ronaldo, can cause upset in the dressing room. So yeah, it's kind of one of them, innit? If he's not careful, he could end up repeating the same mistakes that previous Man United managers have made in the dressing room with regards to the what we might call the more popular players, shall we say? Northern Monkey Players T-shirt. Um, Hi mate, BWFC fan here, West Midlands. Can I get a shout out? Tommy, two daughters, Elizabeth 6 and Anna 8, both my Bolton BWFC fans like me. Yeah, mate. Well, there you go. I've just give you a mention. Northern Monkey, obviously. Welcome to Fandom, mate. Great to have you involved. And yeah, obviously, sounds like all your family is massive Bolton fans. I am a Bolton fan myself, mate. Although the channel Football Fandom is not about Bolton. It's actually about fans, so we do a variety of football on the channel and football debates. But obviously, me being a Bolton fan, we do occasionally do match watch-alongs for Bolton, and obviously, occasionally I do videos about Bolton. But no, the channel is about all fans of football. All fans are welcome on this channel. It's not about a specific club, but obviously, it just happens to be, the host of the channel is a Bolton fan, which is me. So yeah, thank you very much for dropping in, mate. Very much appreciated. Great to have you with us and have you involved. Um, and like I said, guys, if you are new to the channel, like I said, please do consider subscribing. Check us out for a while. See if you like what we do and what the channel's about. And you can also get in touch with us on social media. I'm always happy to follow fans back on social media that are interested in what Fandom is. So yeah, that just giving you guys that are new to the channel a little quick overview of what the channel is about. Guys, the second half is about to start in a few minutes. Just players just coming out, so hopefully a much improved second half from Bolton's point of view. But yeah, thanks for that, Northern Monkey. I appreciate you dropping in, mate, and a massive shout out and hello to you, to your daughters, and to you. And yeah, hopefully you like what you see on the channel, mate. Aaron Hart is saying, I really like how they added it. Just need the exact people and just how many times we used it. Only used it for offsides or handballs. If it's an important time in a match, just need to use it in the right way. I think, yeah, absolutely, mate. Totally agree. Like I say, we will be doing a show soon, mate, on referees and stuff like that, because there's plenty, obviously, to discuss. But as I hope you guys can understand, I did take a break from Fandom while I was sorting out the new studio setup, so I'm kind of just feeling my way back into the channel again to get my confidence going, and obviously, because as I've always been with you guys, very honest, I'm still learning and improving how to be a good YouTuber. So yeah, but yeah, Aaron, we're definitely gonna have more times to talk about VAR, because and generally stuff about referees and VAR, because there's just so much to talk about that, and I think fans have a right to have an opinion on it and have that opinion heard. Guys, second half has just kicked off. So hopefully, like I said, we'll see an improved performance from Bolton. Because, like I said, first half, got to be honest, pretty disappointing overall from a Bolton perspective. But yeah, Aaron, thanks for that, mate. Drop me a message on social media, on Instagram, mate, if you can. I want to have a catch up with you on social media because I'm not sure if you're aware, but I have just recently opened an SPFL group for you guys that are Scottish fans, and obviously, I know you are a massive fan of what I'm doing, or at least I get the impression you are with the great support you've shown, mate. So I'd love to get you involved in that if you're interested. Just like I said, drop me a message on Instagram. Guys, if you are also interested in being more involved in fandom with what we do on social media, you can drop me a message. Got fan group going on Facebook. We've also got groups going on Instagram. We have a few different groups on Instagram. I've got an SPFL group which is only just opened for Scottish fans. We have a Premier League group for Premier League fans, and we also have an EFL group for fans of EFL clubs. So if you're interested to get involved in that, you can drop me a message on Instagram. Like I say, there's been more stuff that I'll be doing in the future, but like I say, Fandent is very much about getting you guys involved and hopefully building what will become a positive fan community for you guys to enjoy being a part of. Black Gamers, Bolton Timber. I'm not sure, mate. Whatever language you're speaking, I don't speak it, but I'm obviously I'm presuming you're a Bolton fan, mate. So great to have you with us if you are, and thank you very much for getting involved in the chat. But unfortunately, I'm not understanding what you're writing in your message because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what language you're speaking in there. To be fair, mate. So my apologies there. But thank you very much for getting involved in the chat, mate. Aaron Hart is saying, "Sorry, mate. I meant the Brentford players in the game ran so much more than the Man United team. So Ten Hag in training made them run as much as Brentford did for punishment." Sorry, mate. Nice one. I like to hear that. That we want to hear more managers doing that, don't we, guys? Come on. If our players don't put in the commitment and effort and desire to get a result, or to at least fight for the badge, then we want to see more managers doing that. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Great to hear that, mate. I kind of thought that's what you meant before, but I didn't want to presume. But yeah, that's great. I'm glad to know. Where did you find that out, dude? I missed that. I didn't see that in the media reports or anything, mate. So how did you find out about? Mind you, as you're a United fan, so obviously you're going to keep a closer eye on things, what's going on at the club, than maybe somebody that's not a United fan like myself. But yeah, I love that. I think that's fantastic. That he did that. Maybe that's why the players are performing, because they don't want more long runs. So yeah, that's great news, that, man. I love that. But we need to see more managers doing that. Zero Visibility is saying, "Hello, sir. Can you tell me score?" Yeah, mate. It's 2-0 at the minute for Tranmere. Thank you very much for dropping in, mate. Appreciate that. It's great to see some new faces in the chat. I'd love to get more fans involved all the time, because, like I say, trying to build a channel for you guys to be a part of. So zero Visibility, thanks for dropping in, mate. It's appreciated. Northern Monkey Plays T Games saying, "Cheers." No problem, mate. Like I say, you guys always like I say, as you can see, I go through the comments and try and involve you guys in the chat, so that you can get obviously a mention, and you can also have your opinion heard as well. And as I said, guys, that I believe the links in the description. If you want to click that and come and get involved on the actual show, you want to show your face or come and have your voice heard, you're more than welcome. But if you prefer not to be on camera, you can just stay in the chat. The choice is yours. But I've chucked the link in for this show to give you guys the chance to get involved if you want to be. Aaron Hart is saying, "Zero Visibility. It's 2-0. All right. So cheers, Aaron. Appreciate that, mate. Northern Monkey Plays T Games. I get you some viewers, lad. Oh, thanks, mate. Well, that's very much appreciated. Always appreciate you guys getting involved and recommending us. Really do. Like I say, I'm not talking rubbish, guys. You as you get to know me and the channel, you will see I'm very much a kind of guy that likes to be honest and upfront with you guys. And I really mean it when I say that my intention is to build a channel where fans genuinely are represented and feel a part of what I'm doing, because I'm very passionate about that. I'm very passionate that fans should be given more respect and consideration in the football world. So thanks for that, mate. Really, really do appreciate that. Zero Visibility, thanks. Appreciated, mate. Thank you. Yeah. Northern Monkey Plays saying, "Already subscribed." Thank you, mate. Massive respect. Really, really appreciate that. Thanks a lot. And hopefully, hopefully you like what I'm trying to do with the channel. Like I said, I'm not the finished article, and you can see that I'm learning as I go. But I'm very passionate about how fans are treated in football, and that is why I am making every effort to build a channel for you guys to be involved in. But Northern Monkey, really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much for the support and the positivity. Angie Villa, Espanol. All right, Spanish. Spain. Great to have you involved, mate. Thank you very much. I'm presuming, are you Spanish, as in Spanish, or are you talking Spanish? Because you could be from South America, because I know there's South American countries that speak Spanish. Still 2-0 to Tranmere, guys. So yeah, Angie Villa. What part of the world are you from, mate? Are you from Spain, or are you from another country that speaks Spanish in South America or in another part of the world? Be great to hear from you, mate. Thank you very much. Northern Monkey saying, I think not just the Prem, but every football league table needs VAR. Yeah, that's fair, mate. Like I say, we were talking. I think Aaron was asking me earlier what my thoughts on VAR was with it so far, and I think it is good for football if it's used in the right way. I'm just concerned from a fan point of view that they're going to use it, and they've shown that they're already in some games they've used it to micromanage the game. But that's just my opinion. You guys might have a different opinion, but yeah, I do agree, mate. Especially in Scottish football and some of the lower leagues in England, we need the VAR, because, as I'm sure some of you guys are aware, in League One, sometimes the refereeing standard is absolutely shocking. How these referees can call themselves professionals with the standard of refereeing we see is bizarre. It really is bizarre. But yeah, absolutely, Northern Monkey. I totally agree, mate. It would be good to see it filter down in the leagues, but I just want to see it used right. We need to see it used right. We don't want to see it start micromanaging the game, because it's just going to ruin the game. If we're having games stopped every 2-3 minutes, it's just going to spoil it, and we're not going to see. It will become a distant memory watching games end to end. We need to see games being left to play end to end, and let referees wait till the ball goes out of play, or wait till a player has a shot on goal before blowing whistles for fouls and for things like that. He could let the play go. We're seeing that happen less and less, in my opinion. But yeah, Northern Monkey, I do agree, mate. It would be good to see it used in the lower leagues, with especially in like I say, in the Championship and League One and in League Two. And I know that the Scottish fans feel the same about the standard of refereeing in Scotland. I think VAR, if I remember rightly, I think VAR's being used in Scotland for some games this season for the first time, I think. But I'm not sure. I need to check up on that. I've got to get like I say, just getting my feel back into things. So I'll have to check. But I'm sure it's this season. Aaron, if you're still in the chat, mate, you could let me know. Is VAR being used this season in the SPFL? I'd love to know if you could let me know, Aaron, because I'm sure you're aware. I'm sure it was this season it was coming into it. But thanks for that, Northern Monkey. Dylan, hello, Dylan. PFC DY4 is Dylan. How's it going, mate? Welcome to the chat, and big shout out to you guys. You can go and check out Dylan, a massive Portsmouth fan on Instagram, doing some great stuff. He's actually building a football account about Portsmouth, and he's a massive follower and supporter of Fanden. So go and check him out, and obviously check each other out. Don't forget, check Aaron out, and obviously any of you guys that I get to know on social media, I'll try and give you a mention. Dylan is saying, "Hi mate, can't join today, but hope you're well. Good luck, mate. Hope Bolton do well. Thanks, mate. Unfortunately, we're losing at the minute, but thank you very much, Dylan, for dropping in. Appreciate it, mate. I'm guessing you got busy with family stuff or something, but not to worry, mate. Always appreciate you dropping in, even if it's only for a couple of minutes. Your support with Fanden is always amazing and much appreciated, guys." Bolton's starting to get their act together a little bit, creating a bit more attacking momentum, but not much come of it up to now. And Tranmere keeping Bolton at bay so far, so maybe necessary for the manager to make a few changes. Aaron Hart is saying, "Yeah, of course, mate. I'll make sure to give you a message on Instagram after the stream. Cheers, mate. We'll look forward to catching up with you later then." Excuse me. And guys, like I say, you can also go and check out Aaron on Instagram as well. Massive Manchester United fan and Dundee United as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he's on Instagram, and I'm sure you can find his account under his actual name. But yeah, another top football fan that is very positive and supportive about the channel and what I'm trying to do. So thanks for that, Aaron, and hopefully that shout out might help you get one or two followers on your account, mate. Will Bertham, how's it going, mate? Great to see you in the chat. You all right, mate? Yeah, I'm good, mate. I see you've been doing some fantastic stuff on your channel. I don't suppose if you want to click the link, you can click the link and join me on the chat in this on the show and come and talk for 10 minutes if you're up for it, or if you prefer to stay in the chat, no problem. But yeah, I'm not too bad myself, mate. Appreciate you dropping in, guys. You can go and give Will's channel a check out. He's a YouTuber that I am trying to build a friendship with, and he's does some fantastic stuff for non-league and also West Brom. He's a massive West Brom fan, but he doesn't just do West Brom. He does a lot of West Brom content, obviously, being a West Brom fan. But he also does a lot of great non-league stuff as well. And we will be doing some non-league stuff on Fanden in the future as well, mixing it up. But yeah, just obviously, I like to give people a mention that I'm trying to build positive working friendships with, or that people that are supportive of the project. So yeah, hopefully that helps you out a little bit, Will. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Appreciated. Aaron Hart is saying, yeah, exactly. I think managers are too scared to go hard on the players like that because of the media in England. I'm very harsh. Are very harsh, but love to see a manager who's going hard on the players. Well, yeah, mate, it's just refreshing to see that the manager is basically stamping his authority on the team, and basically telling the players, look, if you can't put in a performance on the pitch and work hard, then I'm going to make you work hard in training. We're massive. We've got to take our hats off to him, guys, because especially in the Premier League, let's be honest, some of these players are treated like the royalty. They get everything done for them. The club's assisting them in every way. Even as far as helping them buy cars and houses and sorting schooling out for the kids. So the least that we should be expecting as fans is for them to go and put a shift in on the pitch, especially if they are being treated like that by Premier League clubs, where they're literally getting almost everything in their daily life assisted and helped by the club. So it should be a minimum requirement when a player steps on that pitch, for any club, to be fair, to give maximum effort and commitment and focus. Because let's be honest, how many of us as fans would have loved to have been successful and potentially play for the clubs that we love? I'm sure that 70-80%, maybe even more, football fans in the world would love to have had the opportunity to just play one game for their club, never mind play week in, week out. So when we see players not putting in the effort, there's no excuse for it. No excuse for it whatsoever. And they deserve all the criticism they get. And if they can't handle it, then they shouldn't be in the game, full stop, because, they have to respect that fans are entitled to criticise them, and that we would expect their manager to do the same. So yeah, thanks for that, Aaron, mate. Much appreciated. Great. Some great comments from Aaron tonight. And much appreciated, mate. Will Bertham is saying, very professional background, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's why I took a bit of a break, Will, because obviously I've been trying to get my setup going. I'm in a completely new setup. This is the Fanden studio setup now, so I can focus more. Because as you saw before, I was struggling to stay consistent because the old studio setup that I had was temporary. I had to keep packing it away after I'd do a stream, and then unpacking everything and setting it all up again. So it's kind of like I wanted a permanent setup so I could, focus on building the channel and a lot easier. So thank you very much for that, Will. Appreciate that. It's nice of you to notice. And yeah, hopefully, like I say, now I can give the channel maximum focus as best I can, obviously as much as I can with around my normal working week. So yeah, thanks for that, Will. Much appreciated, mate. Aaron Hart is saying VAR has been confirmed to be coming to Scottish football. It's been introduced next season. I'm pretty sure I'm mixed about it because managers here in Scotland are usually rubbish. Managers in Scotland, and I'm right. That's right, Aaron. That's a new one on me, mate. The biggest thing I picked up on the 3 years I've been studying Scottish football, the biggest thing I picked up off Scottish football fans is that you guys are very frustrated with the managers. Sorry, the referees, not so much the managers. So yeah, that's interesting that you mentioned that, mate. I'm interested to pick your brains a bit more about that because I didn't realise that. There was any Scottish football fans that was looking at it like that. I thought a lot of Scottish football fans was meaning, right, you've corrected yourself. Right, fair enough, mate. My bad. I get it. I get it. So you're meaning referees. I'm with you. Guys, substitutes going on now for Tranmere. Obviously, there must be. I'm presuming they're going to try and tighten it up at the back now. With obviously, with 62 minutes in, still 2-0 to Tranmere. They're making, like I said, one or two subs. So I'm presuming they're trying to tighten it up at the back to try and keep Bolton at bay. But they're still attacking. They're still attacking. They just had another opportunity go over the bar. So we can't write them off yet. I think it's, to be fair, Tranmere seem to be a lot more up for this game than Bolton do, unfortunately. But yeah, Aaron, like I said, my apologies, mate. I thought it was this season that the VAR was coming in. But I don't know. I think there were a lot of confusion last year, wasn't there, about when it was actually coming in. I don't think any fans knew for sure exactly when it was coming in. So yeah, maybe I did hear it last season. I'm sure there was quite a few fans saying it was coming in or it was rumored to be coming in. So maybe they've put it off a bit longer because of the some of the infrastructure not being ready for it. Is that what you're hearing, mate? Because I would presume that would be the only reason to delay it longer. It's simply that some of the grounds are not have not got the infrastructure in place to accommodate VAR. So yeah, if that's what you've heard, mate, let me know. Like I say, I'm just presuming that's what is the delay. Um, it looks like it's just a little bit of handbags here over something. Oh, right. So the referees issued a Tranmere player with a yellow card. I'm not sure what happened there. I missed that. But yeah, free kick for Bolton, and one of the Tranmere players booked by the referee. So obviously, my apologies, guys. I was obviously concentrating on the comments, and I missed whatever tackle or incident occurred there. So did I read that comment? Aaron saying, yeah, it got used a couple of times this season for testing it. Should be introduced soon. Right, so they've actually been testing it. All right, well that's good to hear because, like I said, I need to obviously find out. Generally, I know most Scottish fans, what I spoke to last year, seemed to be happy about it coming into Scottish football simply because they were frustrated with the standard of refereeing already. So they was happy for the VAR to come in to get some of these because I know that some of the Scottish fans definitely do think that some of the referees have an agenda, and I can understand that because there's plenty of games where I've been watching Bolton in the years gone by where I've thought that the referees had an agenda against my team for whatever reason. So yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. Appreciated, mate. Rolo is saying, "Come on, Bolton." I'm not gonna repeat the abbreviation, mate. Try and keep the comments on my well, from my point of view anyway. But yeah, no problem. Let's hope Bolton can at least start bloody turning this around because it's points in this game. It's not a knockout, so obviously we could at least pull it back to a draw. You get a point apiece. Oh no, you play penalties in this competition. Don't it go to penalties if it stays a draw for next? See, that shows how much I've not watched this competition because Bolton normally get knocked out of it quite early anyway. So it's not a competition that Bolton have given much consideration to. All right, so ball chipped into the box, guys, and the goalkeeper saved it. So not much of a threat there, really. It was a good idea chipping it in from the wing. from a Bolton point of view, but unfortunately chipped into the wing, right into the keeper's hands. So nothing doing there. But yeah, come on, Rolly, come on, Bolton, absolutely, mate. Aaron Hart is sorry, I meant referees, but bad mistake. Yep, no worries, mate. I can't, like I said, I kind of thought you meant that. But yeah, no worries, mate. Easy mistake to make. I do it all the time on social media. Type the wrong word, or the spell check thing corrects my word and changes it to something I didn't mean. So yeah, not a problem, mate. It's easy mistake to make. Joseph Stefford is saying, do Bolton look like scoring? Um, they're pressing the most at the minute, mate. But no, if I'm honest, no, they don't. They're not. They're not looking like they're not putting. They're not putting enough pressure on the goal at the minute. Basically, Tranmere's 2-0 up, and that's obviously given massive confidence. And now they're making life difficult for Bolton to get back into it. So, and they're looking. To be fair, they're looking the stronger team at the minute. You know, with all respect, as much as I'd love to be saying it was Bolton, I've got to give respect where it's not respect, that's the wrong word. I've got to give credit where credit's due, and Tranmere look the stronger team, unfortunately, at the minute. And I don't think these changing too good. We've got a couple of substitutes now for Bolton, guys. Um, uh, Jack Burton, Neville coming, Neville. Sorry, just it flips the names so quickly you don't get a chance to read it. So I think it's two subs for Bolton. Yeah, two subs for Bolton. Paul Lewis off and Ken Hemmings on. No, sorry, it's not Bolton. I'm getting confused with the shirts again. Sorry, Tranmere. Tranmere making double substitution. Yeah, sorry, Tranmere making double subs. I keep getting confused with the shirts. So yeah, double substitution there from for Tranmere, guys. So yeah, like I said, mate, I don't think it's helping with breaking up a play at the minute because we've had Bolton make some subs and we've had Tranmere make some subs both at different times. So that's obviously contributed to stopping and starting the game. So yeah, I don't think that's helped because that's been in the last few minutes. But yeah, at the minute, Tranmere looking quite comfortable and Bolton look like they're scratching their head to. I mean, they're trying to get forward and they're obviously pushing to get forward. Quite a few balls over the top to get Bolton moving forward faster. Just seeing now Bolton trying to create an opportunity. It's gone out for a corner. Gone out for a corner to Bolton now. We'll come back to the comments in a minute, guys. Oh no, sorry. No. Is he giving it as a free kick? Looks like the referee's giving it as a kick. That looked like a corner to me. Looked like it came off Tranmere play, but no, the referee's giving it as a free kick. So it's not a corner. My apologies, guys. It's a free kick to Tranmere. Aaron Hart is saying we need more managers in general in every league. Be more harsh on players. We can't be treating Premier League youngsters like royalty because it never goes well and their ego can go too high. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. We've seen that with so many players where they've been given too much too soon, and then it goes to the red. I think a good example of that, with all respect, we've got to say it, as a good example of that is Anthony Martial at Man United. Uh, he came in, he got absolutely treated like royalty when he came to United. And we seen I'm sure you guys are well aware of what we've seen. We just seen him dip in form, struggling games, struggle to contribute, struggle to get match fit, struggle all around basically. I'm just pointing that out as just one example. I'm sure that you guys, and I'm sure if I thought about it, there's quite a few players that we could come up with to make example of. It's just that Anthony Martial came to mind quite quickly there because I know it was quite a length of time that he was underperforming simply for that reason because his ego got too big because of he thought he was just simply because of the brief success he'd had in the early start to his career. So yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Well said, mate. Totally agree. Guys, if you could, like I say, don't want to keep rabbiting on about it, but it would be appreciated if you could hit that like button. It does help with the visibility of the channel. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Give us a chance, see if you like what the channel's about. So yeah, guys. Sorry, just watching a replay there. Yep. Put Bolton pull one back, guys. So goal for Bolton. I'm not sure has it been given or has it been ruled offside? Yep. So 2-1 now, guys. Tranmere 2, Bolton 1. So pull one back. So the potential is Bolton could still turn this round. 71 minutes gone. And hopefully that now might get Bolton to get moving forward. And hopefully, fingers crossed, might rattle the Tranmere players a little bit nervous and give Bolton that incentive to go for it and turn the game around. But yeah, Bolton back in it 2-1. Um, Aaron Hart saying, yeah, there's a lot of referees who favour either Rangers or Celtic, and it's not fair to the smaller teams that referees just favour the old firm. So I agree with VAR being added from that point of view. Absolutely, mate. Yep, definitely agree that VAR needs to be introduced in Scotland. Like I say, I know that a lot of Scottish fans very, very frustrated with the standard of refereeing in Scotland, as well as League One fans in England and Championship fans. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys are frustrated generally with the standard of refereeing being a bit poor. Guys, if you're wondering why Aaron is talking about Scotland, it's because you guys are welcome to talk about all football topics in the chat. Obviously, the main focus is keeping an eye on what is going on in the Bolton Tranmere game. But like I say, when I do these live streams, I do these live streams so that you guys can get involved and just talk general football. And obviously, I can hear you guys what you've got to say, and obviously give you guys um, the consideration to have your opinions heard on the channel. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Aaron, mate. Always appreciate you getting involved with your chat and been a massive contributor tonight with the into the chat. So thanks for that, mate. Really appreciated. Rolo is saying Bolton scored at last. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Finally, a goal for Bolton. So let's hope we can turn it round. I completely missed the goal, to be honest. Just like I said, I'll get better. I'll get better. Give it a bit of time, guys. I'm working hard. I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming, and hopefully that will help me speed up speed up my learning process to get better, becoming a better YouTuber to create this channel for you guys to be a part of. So yeah, guys, Lincoln won, Doncaster won, so that's another result in the league trophy, the EFL League trophy. So yeah, all square there. It's a bit of long balls going on at the minute in the between Bolton and Tranmere. Bolton have kind of used that tactic on against Tranmere a little bit to get themselves back in the game, and now Tranmere appear to be reversing that cycle back onto Bolton. Guys, if you could, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. As you can see, we are getting closer to the first real YouTube target that we need to hit to obviously grow the channel, and that is 1,000 subs. We are creeping closer to it. So if you guys are new to the channel and you're not sub, it'd be very much appreciated if you could at least give us a chance to see, judge the channel fairly over one or two streams to see if you like what we're about and what the channel is. So yeah, like I said, I don't mention it too much where I can. I try to keep it to a minimum, but obviously I got to chuck it out there occasionally to help us grow the channel. So yeah, guys, not much to report at the minute. Like I say, it's gone a little bit scrappy since the goal. Obviously, hopefully, but still more goals to come with a bit of luck. So yeah, Tranmere in the box. Oh, and a shot. That was kind of a bit more hit and hope from Tranmere there. He got in the box. He got in a good position, but I don't know. He just kind of chipped it right towards the goal and miles away. So it didn't even look like he was looking at the goal when he took the chance. To be fair, guys. So now, why are Bolton trying to play like this? Now, one thing I know is they just lost the ball through playing it out at the back. Right, so you got Tranmere in a pressing position, and Bolton goalkeeper has just passed it to a Bolton player, and the Bolton player almost lost it immediately because they're trying to play out from the back while still under press, whilst Tranmere is still putting them under press. Now that's the kind of thing I don't like to see, guys. We don't. I know it's fashionable right now to play this, playing it out from the back, but I don't care about fashion. I care about results and about performances. And just because everybody else does it doesn't mean we have to do it. You do it when it's right, and when the opposition team have got you in a pressing position, as Tranmere did then, because they was in a pressing position. They didn't retreat when they lost the ball, and they waited for Bolton to pass it out from the back, and they stole it back, and nearly obviously then Bolton putting pressure on themselves with hardly any room to manoeuvre. So I don't like this. I'm not a big fan of all these clubs keep playing it out of the back. I know it's fashionable right now, but you don't need to use something just because it's fashionable. Do what is best for the team to get results. I'm becoming really frustrated with the amount of teams that I am seeing using this, passing it out from the back, and it doesn't work for them. And we just did it then. If it works, then fine. But we just did it then, and it didn't work. It didn't even get halfway up the pitch, guys. It didn't even get a quarter of the way up the pitch. The player lost it as soon as he came out of the box. So why do it? I find that utterly frustrating. Absolutely, seriously frustrating. We need these teams to start recognising that just because Manchester City are playing out from the back doesn't mean, and that's fashionable, it doesn't mean every club's got to try it. Try it on the training ground. Try it on the training ground. Make sure you can do it before you actually implement it. That was such poor decision making from the goalkeeper there, because I could see from here, and you can't even see the whole game. Obviously, you can only see so much of the pitch on the TV, and you could see that Tranmere was in a pressing position, but yet Bolton still tried to play out from the back. It's madness. And Tranmere coming forward again here now. Oh, and it's gone out for a corner. Tranmere really, really putting Bolton under a lot of pressure here, and they're full of confidence. Definitely, Tranmere full of confidence. Bolton look like they're lacking a little bit in confidence, which is disappointing, guys, because we've seen that the way they've been playing the last few games has been absolutely awesome. They've been playing with confidence. They've been playing with belief and desire, and this is where I get a little bit frustrated with Bolton, because when you get a team that are prepared to match that, then you need to step it up another level. That's what we do. That's what you do as a player. You professional players. If you go out with that desire and commitment, and the opposition team match it, then you need to step it up another level. So yeah, just but like I said, Bolton absorbing the pressure at the minute, but they're not looking good doing it. They're not looking good doing it. Tranmere looking full of confidence and belief here. You'd think that they'd be you'd expect that Tranmere would be on the retreat. The fact that they've only just conceded a goal within the last 5 minutes, that they'd be a bit more defence minded, but they're not. They're not good. They're actually going for it. So yeah, fair play to them. But from a Bolton point of view, I want to see a bit more desire and commitment to play better as a team, because it's pretty poor at the minute from Bolton. To be fair, with all respect to Tranmere, I've got to be give criticism where it's due, and we look a bit scrappy at the minute. Bolton, we just look scrappy. We don't we look how we've looked in previous games, where we look fluent. That's the word I'm looking for. We don't look fluent. We look scrappy, and you can sometimes win games scrappy, but you always so need to obviously have a little bit of cohesion in the team to to score goals. I'm right. It's gone out the other end. Is it a right? So Bolton corner now, guys. I will come back to the comments in a minute. Sorry, guys. The corner for Bolton. Into the box. Oh, oh, Tranmere have cleared it. Tranmere. It looked like it was dropping right then for a Bolton player, but Tranmere have cleared it. And Bolton survive with keeping it. A great run from the defender. I'm not sure it was that, but it was a great run then to make sure he won the ball. And because Tranmere, because our back line was non-existent then, non-existent. And if Tranmere had got that, then we were wide open to attack. So great effort from one of the Bolton defenders there to get back and make sure he won the ball. Guys, we'll come back to the comments. Aaron is saying, yeah, Martial had so much promise, but we treated him like royalty too quickly. The problem is the wages players are at youngsters are high wages in their early 20s. We need to keep youngsters level heads level it. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, totally agree. I'm just going to click to the next comment. Yeah, I totally agree, Aaron. I think that's something we need to do. We need to see, and not to benefit clubs. Not to benefit clubs. I think something could be introduced. Right? Um, that maybe. Obviously, I'm just going to chuck it out there with regards to what Aaron's just said. But if the FA and the EFL and what have you was doing their job and more due diligence, then maybe we could have a setup where young players, when they get these stupidly high wages and agreed, that maybe we could have a setup where their wages are capped, and if they're going to earn X amount, or the club wants to pay them X amount of wages, then why can't some of that wages go back into a youth academy that helped that player get to where they are? Do you get what I mean? So, for example, if a player comes through, I don't know, the Glasgow or the Bolton Academy or the youth system within a town, like, for example, I know in my own town, but at Bolton, there is different youth teams and youth academies where players can go and get playing experience and play in like a semi-pro league type thing set up for youngsters. That these players, if they achieve success and before the age of 18, that some a percentage of their wages, if they like reach the Premier League level, a percentage of their wages could be given back to some of the academies that help them reach that success. Only while they're young. Obviously, once they become officially grown men past 18, then you'd maybe look at it different, or 21 or something. But yeah, maybe we could. But like I say, we don't have an FA and an EFL, do we, that think outside the box like that? We don't. They don't put enough work into thinking outside the box to think how they could generate and make better revenue and help the academies and stuff that help these youngsters achieve the successes that they do, generate better revenue to make the facilities better. Or we could have it where that just Premier League clubs just cap the wages for youngsters. There's plenty that could be done to make sure that youngsters don't get stupid amounts of money too young before they've matured. Because that's a key thing. If they get the money before they've matured, then we get young players with egos before they've achieved anything, and that's not good for the game, and it's not good for our clubs. So yeah, thanks for that, Aaron. There's plenty. Obviously, we can discuss that particular topic a lot in future shows. There's plenty to discuss around how these wages should be awarded from Premier League clubs with the crazy amounts of money that they've got. 270 Euros, Bolton, on Bolton. I'm confused, mate. I'm not. Emily, Amelia, I'm confused with your comment, mate. I'm not sure what you mean in there. If you could let me know. Um, I'm not following your comment, but thanks. Appreciate you coming, getting involved, mate. Aaron Hart, I agree. The passion out from the back. I agree. The passing out from the back is ridiculous. It doesn't work after Man City can do it because they practice it consistently and doing been doing it for years now. Don't need to copy Man City. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I have no problem with teams playing out for the back in moderation. The problem I think we're seeing because people are seeing now the way Manchester City is seeing it. I think that clubs are encouraging it to do it because they think it's sexy football. Well, I'm not being funny, but as a football fan, don't get me wrong, sexy football is great, but results are more important than sexy football. That's to me. I'm old school, guys. I think get the result and then play sexy football. Do you know what I mean? So if you 3-0 up or 4-0 up, then that's when you can start playing sexy football. Do you get what I mean? Let's get let's get in a winning position before you start playing sexy or trying to play sexy football. Because I get why clubs want to play that kind of football because they want it to look better on the eye. If it looks better on the eye, they think that they please the fans and that they'll attract new fans. I get that. But results are more important than what the football looks like. As much as we all want to see our clubs play beautiful football and make it look easy and make it look natural and skillful and silky and all these things, the main thing is always the result. You know what I mean? And that's what clubs should always remind themselves to focus on. Make sure that you're getting results before you start concentrating on silky and sexy football because the result is that's the only stat that matters. Do you get what I mean? And I'm sure you guys agree. As much, I'm sure you guys agree that I'm sure a lot of you guys want to see nice, fluent, attacking football that's nice on the eye, looks good. But it's no good playing that way if you're not scoring goals, and that's the main thing. You need to score goals and get wins. Emily Nude is saying Zio Peru. Zio Pera. Right. So I'm sorry, mate. Guys, if you are speaking in another language, I would love to obviously involve your comment and I can keep flashing it up, but unfortunately I don't understand what language you are saying. So Zio Pera. I'm thrown off with that. I'm not sure if I'm mispronouncing it or not, mate. But thank you very much anyway for getting involved. It is always appreciated. You guys getting involved. 2-2. I'm not seeing that here at the minute, mate. I'm not seeing that here. Maybe you got it, getting it ahead of me. Fashion is 2-2. Right. Well, I'm not getting that at the minute. It's still telling me 2-1 on my screen. But thank you very much for that, Rolo, and Farhan. Thank you very much, guys. Like I said, I'm not seeing it at the minute. I'm still seeing 2-1. So maybe there's a goal to come in a few minutes. In the next couple of minutes. Aaron Hart is. I don't really like the whole. Sorry, mate. I'm just keeping an eye on the game if there's a goal coming because I'm not seeing it on my screen. I don't really like the whole passing around. In my opinion, it's boring. I'd rather see attacking football, but great point. Like my team, Dundee United, we didn't play good football, but got to Europe. Yeah, mate, absolutely. And like I say, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we all want to see nice attacking football, attractive football. That's nice. Oh yes, beautiful goal. Yes, get in. Yeah, that's a beautiful goal. Nice. Come on. So yes, guys, as Rolo and Farahan said, it is 2-2. I've just seen the goal now. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. Apologies. Like I say, just obviously a delay. from when you're seeing it to when I'm seeing it. So yeah, but yeah, that was a beautiful goal right in the bottom left hand corner. Yeah, yeah, that was a nice goal. So come on, Bolton. Sorry. So yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Mate, I think you guys have been doing. I've had a first 2 years in the Premiership, a Scottish Premiership, but obviously quite a bit of work to do this season because I know you've had a bit of a dip in form. I'm not seeing the recent results, but I know at the start of the season you had a couple of a couple of bad results and conceded a few goals. So hopefully I'll check it later, mate. Hopefully your results have improved and you're doing Dundee is doing much better. Hopefully. Um, but yeah, Aaron, absolutely, mate. Thank you very much for that, and I agree. Yeah, because like I say, obviously, perfect example with Dundee United. A great club with really passionate fans. But obviously, first and foremost is that most of the time, when I've seen you guys play, you play very direct and get the results first before starting all this fancy passing it around and stuff. I would have said that. Obviously, it's not fair for me to judge because I haven't watched enough Dundee United. But on the few games that I have seen, you guys seem to be a very direct team. You like to get the ball up quick and not bothered how you get it up there, as long as you get up there and put pressure on the opposition goal. And sometimes that's the best way to play. When you're scrapping for every point that matters to help your club improve and climb up the table to help the club improve its revenue and everything else, then sometimes that's just what you need. Just a bit more direct. Like I say, we all like to see the fancy football, of course we do, but what's first and foremost is results. Always the case is results. Still 2-2, guys. We're just coming into the extra time. Almost, I think it's going to finish 2-2. Which obviously, from a losing position, not too bad for Bolton. We can't complain, considering we're 2-0 down at half time. So it's a much much more pleasing scoreline on the result for Bolton fans. So yeah, guys, please do hit that like button if you don't mind. If you're new to the channel, it'd be very much also if you appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, give us a chance, see if you like what we're about. But yeah, if you don't mind, guys, please do consider hitting that like button because it really does help with the visibility on the channel on YouTube. Because obviously, YouTube is all about algorithms, and you need obviously clicks and stuff like that to help in the algorithm. And obviously, there's a lot of big channels on YouTube, so I've got a lot of work to do. I'm not looking to compete with anybody; just want to grow the channel and build what I hope will be a real fan channel for you guys to feel involved in and enjoy being a part of. So any of you guys that drop likes, it's always very much appreciated. Thank you. Aaron Hart, yeah, our new manager, I think, tried to play nice football, which we can't really do. So we started getting beat by St Mirren 3-0. Think we need to go harsh. Oh, sorry, good trims only. I'll come back to your comment in a minute. I've just realised I missed your comment, mate. My bad. Getting beat by St Mirren 3-0. Think we need to go harsh on our players, not being good enough so far. Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Right, guys. So it's full time. Finished 2-2. Yeah, Aaron. Absolutely, mate. Like I say, I think when you get a new manager coming in, they're always going to come in with big ideas and stuff like that. But I think he's got to learn the culture of the club and recognise that Dundee's not the kind of club that is going to play passing it out from the back and building up slowly. That's not the way you guys do things. You guys obviously play a lot more direct football, and that is always been the character trait of Dundee United. So yeah, hopefully he gets the team back on track with the style of play that suits you guys better. You can always bring more silky football into it when results improve. So yeah, when you're further up the table, it is at least. So it looks like we're going to penalties, guys. So thanks for that, Aaron. Sorry, I'm just going to backtrack. Good trips only. Justin made me lose my parlay. All right, so I'm presuming the result, mate. Presuming the result, but thank you very much for dropping in and getting involved in the chat. I'm presuming you're meaning to do with fantasy football or something like that. But yeah, obviously 2-2 is better than defeat. I'm presuming from if you're a Bolton fan. But yeah, guys, if you could please do consider hitting that like button because obviously not much time left on the stream, so it would be appreciated if you could hit that like button. But yeah, good trim only. Thank you very much for that, mate. And getting involved in the chat at least. And hopefully it doesn't spoil your evening too much, mate. Rolo, penalties. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Just realised penalties. Obviously, it's a bit of a weird competition for that, isn't it? Where there's penalties. If you're not sure how it works, they have penalties for an extra point, if I remember correctly. This is not a competition I follow greatly, to be fair. So I'm sure that's how it works. Is it an extra point you get if you win the penalty shootout? Because obviously it's finished draw, so I'm sure it's an extra point in it. Or that's what the way it was previously, anyway. But thanks for that, Rolo. Bolton Wanderers highlights. Has Pens started? No, not yet. Well, I'm not from where I'm sitting at the minute, mate. But yeah, um, it's just coming, just about to start on my screen, mate. Some of the other guys are getting it earlier, obviously. But I'm where I'm watching it. I'm not. It's not started yet. So I will keep you guys informed. But obviously, some of you guys are already seeing the score before it's actually coming on my screen. But thanks you. Great to see another new face in the football fan den chat. Good to see you get involved as well, mate. Thank you very much. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question. I can see some of the other guys are showing some of the score, but it's just about to start now from my point of view. Sometimes that happens, guys. There's just a delay on when you see it, and I've noticed that on previous streams. Sometimes you guys can be getting it somewhere else, and it's a couple of minutes faster with the stream or whatever. So yeah. But thank you very much for that, Bolton Wanderers highlights. I appreciate you coming, getting involved, mate. Good to see another Bolton fan in the chat. Rolo, Bolton scored. Yeah, mate. I'm just gonna watch it now. We're just gonna watch what's going on now, mate. Just about to start. All right. So Tranmere scored the first one. First one. That's 1-0 to Tranmere. Obviously, some of you guys are putting in the score already. So first penalty for Tranmere scored. I apologise, guys. There's nothing I can do about the delay. That's just to do with the TV networks and stuff in it. Depending, I've never understood how it can be a couple of minutes faster in some other part of the world to what it is in another part of the world. It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, Bolton stepping up now for a penalty. So I'm presuming this one's going to go in as well because obviously some of you guys have commented in the chat that are seeing it a minute or two ahead of me. First penalty coming for Bolton. Yeah, so that's a good penalty for Bolton. Obviously, not much point me commenting on the penalties, guys. You got some of you guys are seeing it a minute ahead of me on the stream. So it's 1-1 so far, guys. 1-1 I'm seeing, but I know some of you guys, like I say, seeing it ahead of me. So, but where I'm the stream I'm seeing it is 1-1. Second penalty for Tranmere, 2-1. So yeah, guys, please do, like I said, get involved in the comments. We won't be obviously not long till the stream ends, but we will run the stream for an extra 10 minutes after the game, just to get you guys comments and read out what you guys have got to say. So if you got out to say before the end of the stream, do please get your comments in now, guys. Straight down the middle for Bolton for the second penalty. So that's 2-2. That was a nice, confident penalty from the youngster, that, to be fair. I say youngster. All the players are youngsters to me, aren't they? I feel ancient now, and I'm past player age. Third penalty coming for Tranmere. So, guys, what do you think of these penalties in this competition? Obviously, if I remember rightly, it's for an extra point, isn't it? You just get an extra point. And I'd love to know what you guys think of it. Do you like it? Do you think it's a good idea? Um, it's a bit unique, in it. We don't see this in any other competition, so it is a bit of a unique way of deciding an extra point in the game. I'm sure that's how it works, if I remember rightly, but it's only this competition. You get a point apiece if it's a draw, and then if you win the penalty shootout, you get an extra point. If I remember rightly, um, I know that's how it used to be anyway. So yeah, 3-2 Tranmere on my screen so far, guys. 3-2 to Tranmere so far. It's 3-3, obviously, but Bolton missed one. Bolton missed one, so yeah, 3-3. So it looks like Tranmere are going to win this, as obviously you guys have already told me in the chat, which is disappointing. So yeah, guys, like I say, another 10 minutes so before we call it the end to the stream. So if you got out to say, guys, please do let me know in the comments. I'm just watching the last of it, mate. If you waiting for the comment, obviously. Um, just find it. Aaron, he can't really learn the culture anyway anymore. We sacked him a couple of weeks ago after getting beat 9-0 by Celtic. All right, fair enough. I missed that one then, mate. Thanks for that. I appreciate you letting me know that, to be fair. I missed that. I think that's when I was just rushing to get the studio set up running. I did hear about the result, obviously, but obviously, like I said, while I was getting the new studio set up, I missed quite a bit of football, so it was hard to. I was still keeping in touch with the results, but it was hard to keep up with details because obviously, like I said, I was busy decorating and putting shelving up and all sorts in this new studio. So yeah. So yeah, it's a win for Tranmere, guys. They won it 5-4 on penalties, as some of you guys have already put in the comments. So yeah, um, disappointing. Bolton did well to pull it back to 2-2 overall, but I was a bit disappointed with Bolton's performance today, just simply because of the positive results they've been putting in the last couple of games. They've been playing really well, and I just think they're a little bit off the boil tonight. But we can't criticise them too much. Obviously, as a football fan, it's frustrating. Would have liked to see my team play better, but to be fair, like I said, can't criticise them too much. They pulled it back to a draw, and obviously penalties is always a bit of a lottery. Um, it's just like I say, just a little bit disappointing because of the good way that Bolton have been playing over the last couple of games. So guys, come back to your comments. Obviously, Etienne Lewis plays 5-4 Tranmere. Yeah, mate. It finished 5-4 Tranmere. Rolo 5-4 Tranmere. Uh, Rolo. Good night, mate. We are crap. Nah, we're not, mate. Like I say, we're not. We just had a bad game today. Just the players obviously look, like I say. At least they turned it round. They pulled it round. Pulled it back to 2-2. But yeah, it weren't. Can't criticise the players too much. We've been on a decent run. They've been putting the effort in. It's just obviously there was something missing tonight with Bolton. You could see it when quite early on they were just not quite 100% at it tonight. But like I say, it's disappointing because I want to see. I would love to see us just go for it with this competition. We should be doing because it's a competition that Bolton definitely could be potentially winning if they put the focus into it. So yeah, like I say, we can't be too harsh on the the players. They pulled it back 2-2, which, considering we didn't play at the best, is not too bad. And also, like I say, when it comes to the penalty shootouts, it's always a lottery, in it, guys. It is. It's always a lottery. But yeah, Rolo, thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciate you being in. Excuse me. Very much appreciate you getting involved in the chat tonight. It's been fantastic having new faces involved in the chat, and hopefully you like what the channel's about, mate. Really do appreciate all you guys getting involved tonight. It's been fantastic in the chat, and some really positive and interesting comments, and also you guys talking to yourself a little bit on occasion as well, which has been good. I always encourage that. But yeah, thank you very much, Rolo. Roll it. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, mate, but hopefully I am. Take a B. Who won? It finished 2-2 on the night, the game, mate, and it finished 5-4 on penalties to Tranmere. So I think, if I remember rightly, like I said, I'll have to check it. I'm sure in this competition that means Tranmere get 2 points and Bolton get 1, if I'm remembering right, because it goes off. It's a weird competition, this. You get awarded a point apiece for a draw, and then it goes to penalties, and whoever wins the penalties gets an extra point. I'm sure that's how it works. So that's how it used to work. So if it's changed and I have missed it, let me know, guys, if I'm getting that wrong. So yeah, mate, it finished. The game finished a draw, and Tranmere won the penalty shootout. So there you go. Hopefully that answers your question. And Aaron is saying, just message you guys, mate. Hope to talk to you soon. Yeah, mate. When I jump off on the stream, I might not get back to you straight away because obviously I've been on here for 2 hours, so I want to go and get some food and stuff like that. But I will definitely, as you know, if you message me, you guys, I always get back to you. It's just maybe not straight away. Just so bear with me, Aaron. I will once I've had something to eat after the stream and something to drink. If I get a chance later tonight, I will definitely try and message you. But if not, it'll be first thing tomorrow when I'm done with work. But I would definitely get back to you soon, mate. Hopefully later on tonight. But thank you very much for that, Aaron. I really appreciated all your positive comments and getting involved tonight, mate. And yeah, obviously, bit disappointing for Bolton. Got to take our hats off for Tranmere tonight. They give it a good go. Hopefully, I would love to give you guys a massive shout out for Scotland tomorrow because it's a big game for Scotland. I know maybe not too many Scotland fans in the chat, but like I said, we try to be respectful to all UK clubs and nations. So I know that the Scottish fans are very passionate about their national team, and I know a lot of Scottish fans will be well looking forward to that tomorrow against Ukraine, and hopefully you guys can get a really positive result. But yeah, as far as the Bolton game against Tranmere, we have to give credit to Tranmere. They looked more hungry. They looked showed more desire, and they just looked more up for it basically than Bolton did. Unfortunately, Bolton just weren't quite at it tonight. Not like we've seen, but hopefully, guys, we will see a much improved performance from Bolton in the next game because, like I said, we've been playing pretty well overall. The results for Bolton over the last few weeks have been really good overall. We've looked. I watched them the other day in the league, and we looked really strong at home. I was really impressed with how strong. I mean, we only won 1-0, but it didn't matter. It was the performance. It was a really good hard work performance from the players. Loads of confidence in the way they was playing. Plenty of attacking belief, and that was just not that quite there tonight. And I think it was simply out of. We've got to give credit to Tranmere. It was simply through the fact that Tranmere matched anything that Bolton were going to bring tonight, and just showed that bit more desire to win and bit more belief and bit more fluidity in their play. So yeah, like I say, maybe not the performance that most Bolton fans would have expected tonight, but obviously as Bolton fans, we know that we can sometimes get an off game where our players don't necessarily turn up as much in the way we would like to do. But like I say, we can't criticise the players too much tonight. They pulled it back 2-2, and even though it was a bit of a backs to the wall job, a little bit of parts of the game and not clicking right when we were going forward, and a little bit of head tennis as well mixed in. It was a mixed bag of all sorts of scrappiness, basically. We still managed to get a point out of it, which is better than nothing, and onwards to the next game, which is the league. But obviously, I'm sure you guys will be switching to talking to thinking about international football now. Obviously, with the international games coming up. Uh, so yeah, and I'll be doing the same myself. Obviously, once the stream's finished, because there's lots to discuss about international football that I'm sure you guys want to talk about over the next week. I'm not a big fan. I've got to be honest. I'm not a big fan of international breaks in the middle of a season. I've nothing against international football. I like it when it's right, when it's in the summer and it's an actual tournament or something like that. But I'm not a big fan of it when it's like this, where it just interrupts the middle of the season. I wish the FA had come up with a new philosophy for it, or a new plan, because I just don't think it works. Um, I think it interrupts the club football too much. I'd rather than see it keep broken up into little sections like this, I'd rather them clump it together in 1 month, either at the start of the season or the end of the season, or maybe break the season up for a month's break to just do it all in one go, rather than having 2 weeks here and 2 weeks there, and then another 2 weeks in springtime, and then another 2 weeks before the end of the season. We don't need it like that. The FA and the EFL could just condense it all into 1 month, and stop breaking up the season so much. It'd be just much better with the way that modern football is going now. We've got players coming from all around the world to play in different clubs in England and Scotland, and it's a lot more players travelling about to play for international football. So for me, it would be absolutely fantastic if the FA rethink how they do the EFL, how they do the international breaks. And maybe you guys have a different opinion. I don't know. You're welcome to share it. But from my point of view, like I say, it's here. We make the best of it. But for me, I'm not a big fan of the international breaks. But yeah. So guys, Aaron, if you've got any comments from any of you guys, want to drop in quickly now before I call it a night, it'd be great to hear from you. If you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Like I say, Fanden is still quite new, still working to improve and grow the channel. Lots of work to do. But if you're a passionate football fan and you care about how fans are treated in football and having a voice in football, this is the channel for you. So please do give it the consideration to see if at least consider subscribing to see if you like what the channel's about, and give it the chance to at least watch 1 or 2 streams before you judge it. But yeah, Aaron is saying, not a problem, mate. Message anytime I can. I can. Anytime I can. Yeah, no worries, mate. Like I say, I'm just saying, obviously, I want, when I finish the stream, I want to go and grab some food, because I've not had nothing to eat yet, and obviously get a cup of tea, and just let myself be quiet for 5 minutes after 2 hours of non-stop talking. So yeah, yeah, Aaron, I will definitely get back to you as soon as I can, mate. I was just letting you know, so that you know that if I don't get back to you straight after the stream, you know why. But you have my word. You know, I'm a man of my word. I will always make the effort to get back to you guys when you message me on social media. So yeah, thanks for that, Aaron, mate. You've been a star tonight. Really do appreciate all your comments and conversation, and yeah, fantastic, mate. Really do appreciate the support you've given tonight. It's been amazing. Wilbertham, what was the Bolton score? It finished 2-2, mate, and then Tranmere won the penalty shootout 5-4. So yeah, not bad from Bolton pulling it back to 2-2, obviously, from being 2-0 down. But overall for Bolton, I got to say, bit of a disappointing display overall. But you can't complain too much, because we have been playing, as I said earlier, we've been playing quite well in the league, 3 wins in a row. So it just players just not at it tonight quite, and maybe obviously the manager making a few changes, change the dynamic of the team a little bit as well. So so yeah, but like I say, reasonably content. I wouldn't say happy, but content. It's not the best result, but it's not the worst result, and we have to give respect to Tranmere, because they made life very difficult for Bolton tonight, and they matched everything that Bolton had and a little bit more, and that's why they came out with a little bit more of a positive result than Bolton. So yeah, there you go, mate. But thanks, Will, for that, mate. Do you think Bolton will get promoted? I'm hoping so, mate. I'd love to see Bolton win the league. To be fair, I'm not a big playoff fan. I'm not a big fan of the play. I know some fans love it. I'm not a big fan of it. If it was the Championship, might be a different ball game. But in League One, with all due respect to every other club in the league, it's my club. Bolton's my club, and I see my club as bigger and better than this league. And that's no disrespect that to any other club in the league. I just think, I'm sure some of you guys think the same way sometimes when your club is playing in a league that you're not happy that they're in. For me, I think the Bolton should be, minimum Championship club, minimum. Um, I think that's where as a club we belong. If we can push into the Premiership, that's a bonus. If we can push into the Premier League, sorry, that's a bonus. Obviously, but for me, minimum for Bolton is the Championship. So in League One, for me, I think we should be pushing to win it, not just get promoted by the playoffs or come in second. Obviously, it's it's obviously positive however we go up. But just personally, I just want to see my club win. I want to see him win the league because that means you get promoted and you win a trophy. So why would you not want that? And I know people who might say, "Oh, well, you win a trophy in the playoffs," but come on, what trophy would you want to win? Really, the playoff trophy or the league trophy? I know which one I'd pick. So yeah, it's a lot more pride going into the trophy cabinet if you put in the league trophy in there, innit? To be fair, guys. So yeah. But thanks for that, Will. Appreciate you coming getting involved, mate. Hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. And on social media, maybe have a chat if you're up for it. Because like I said, I'm going to be working hard at my channel, and it'd be great to work with you on some one or two things if you're up for it. But if not, I understand. It's fine. I know you got your own project on the go. Aaron Hart, who do you think will win the World Cup, mate? That's a difficult one, mate. That's a difficult one. Obviously the usual contenders, Germany and Spain are in the mix. And Brazil, obviously Argentina are going to be in the shout for it, aren't they? I think it's a bit early. I don't like to really say until we've seen a few friendlies, because that's always the best way to judge it when you've seen a couple of the friendlies before the tournament. So obviously that gives you a fair judge. But I'm hoping, obviously being English, I'm hoping England are gonna win it. It'd be nice because it's been too long now without winning a trophy. And obviously apart from Wales playing England, apart from that, I'd love to see Wales have a really good run in the World Cup as well, because they're in it. So I'd really like them to have a good run in it. It's disappointing, obviously, not having Scotland and Northern Ireland involved this World Cup. But hopefully the Euros did you guys some good, and I'm hoping that you will be involved in the next competition, because I think Scottish football is definitely improving, and we know that Northern Irish football has been improving for quite a while. They've been doing better steadily, slowly, but steadily improving. Um, but yeah, let's hope both the home nation teams that are involved in the World Cup have a good World Cup. Obviously, for England, there'll be a high expectation, but obviously, let's hope Wales also give a good account of themselves in it as well. And I'm sure they're going to be well up for it playing England as well. So, but yeah, for me, it's hard to look past the Germans, unfortunately. But I'm not. I wouldn't say the Germans are going to win it at the minute, because I'm not seeing how they're going to line up, because there've been a lot of changes in the German team. But normally they're always up there in the mix, aren't they? And they normally play really strong in World Cups. But I know that the German team's got a lot of changes going on in the team. Obviously, their big focus has been obviously getting some of the older players out and bringing youth players through, because obviously, kind of in that what the word I'm looking for? They're in that transitional period because some of the senior players are obviously getting to the point of retirement now. Quite a few of them have retired, and there's obviously more German players to retire yet as well. So I would say definitely Germany strong contenders, but like I said, I would like to see what team they take. I don't think Brazil will be as strong as we've seen them in the past. I don't think that. I think they're going to have potentially a possible another disappointing season. Although they could play a lot better because they're hot climate, so they're going to be used to that. It's going to be a disadvantage to England and Wales, and could be a massive advantage to the South American clubs like Argentina, well, particularly Brazil, because they're used to a hot climate. Um, as for Germany, they just seem to play well, whatever weather it is, don't they? I don't know why they don't seem to be phased by any weather, which is really frustrating, isn't it? And obviously, we can't disregard the French as well because they're obviously going to bring something to it. They're always a threat. So yeah, I think yeah, I wouldn't call it yet, Aaron, mate. But great question. I think give it a little bit closer to the competition till we actually see so a few more international games and see a bit nearer to the competition, and then I'll maybe give a prediction on who I think can win it. But obviously, it's the usual nations that's going to be in the mix, in it. But yeah, it'd be a lot easier. But great. We'll do something interesting hopefully with the World Cup for get you guys involved. Maybe some score fan predictions like I've done experimented with previously. I'll give it some thought leading towards the World Cup. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Aaron. Great question. I'm just sorry I can't answer some. Most of the time, I'm trying to answer your question, but I don't really want to commit myself to saying a team this early when still a lot of football to be played yet between now and the World Cup, and we don't know what teams they're going to pick and stuff like that. So, that's obviously going to be a big factor on who wins the World Cup on team selection. So yeah, plenty to discuss as the World Cup comes nearer, though. But thanks for that, Aaron. Wilbertham, Bolton, Sheffield Wednesday, Derby, and Ipswich are all too big for League One. Yeah, mate, it's a good shout. That's a fair shout, mate. Absolutely. But like I said, unfortunately, we are where we are. But I was just making the point. I agree that with what you're saying. I just think that every one of them clubs you just mentioned should be aiming to win the league because it's League One, innit? And as much as we don't want to disrespect all the other clubs in the competition, every one of them clubs you just mentioned, mate, is a potential, potential championship club. They've all been in the championship, and they all have given a good account and been strong clubs in the championship. So we do know that these are potential clubs that you're mentioning there are clubs that are underachieving right now in the league, or that they're in League One due to ownership issues as Bolton have experienced in the last couple of years. So, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. Obviously, I want to go and get some food, so I want to call it a night now. But really, really do appreciate all the positive comments. And if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. It's really, really appreciated. And consider subscribing if you're new. That's very much appreciated. And like I say, if you want to get more involved in Fandom, you can contact me on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And like I say, we've got a few things going on Facebook and Instagram, so you can contact me if you're interested in that. But yeah, that's about it from me, guys. I would love to hear from you guys again in future streams. I will be a lot more active now the studio's up and running. So hopefully I'll see you guys in future streams. Thank you very much, guys. Hopefully speak to you all again soon. Take care and bye for now.